I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah.
Hi, this is TV comedy impressionist Christopher G from the other side of the pond saying hi, and I love the Queen Silvy Show.
Welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Tune in at 11, good laugh, good vibe, that's for sure. Get smooth with Tim, get smooth with Tim. They have you running like you popped the pill. Once you hear the show, you ain't gonna want it to end. Get creative with the sounds you can make with your mouth. Reaching all over the world, Queen Silvy in the house. Award-winning show, got the #1 spot, look out. It's the Queen Silvy Show, 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 it's the Queen Silvy Show.
Hi, this is Joe Mass. You are listening to the Queen Silvy Show. You are now part of the royalty.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you for dropping in with us on another terrific Tuesday on the multiple award-winning Queen Silvy Show. It is now my esteemed pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, the most beautiful woman in the world, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
That and so much more. Indeed, welcome to the Queen Silvy Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. Yes, I am Queen Silvy, and yep, that's Smooth Tim. We are honored that you are here on this terrific Tuesday, bringing you the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Smooth, how are you?
I am doing terrific on this Tuesday, Queen, and might I ask, how the hell are you doing?
The hell, I'm supercalifragilistic, baby.
Expialidocious all the time.
Yes.
24/7, 365, Queen Silvy, you just happen to be.
I know. Amazing. True that, double true that I am amazing. You are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing, as well as our amazing guest and announcements for today.
Absolutely. Again, we say it every week. Our hearts and prayers are going out around the world with all the discord around everybody. It seems to be, sea to shining sea. Some type of conflict or problem with one another. And it's so much easier if you would just extend the hand out and love one another. Absolutely. Put that olive branch out there.
Right.
A little bit of peace in the world would be nice for a moment. But as the Queen always says, faith over fear.
That's right.
And let's see, because you're worth it, Foxy 5 Jewelry. Sassy, elegant, and affordable fashionable jewelry and accessories for you and or that someone special. Go ahead and get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook or visit her website at www.foxy5jewelry.com. Analytics, From last week, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Germany, Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, and Australia. Thank you, folks.
Yes.
Appreciate you viewing the show.
Yes, indeed. In fact, if you're watching this live, hey, I want you to know Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive,
our love is everlasting.
Our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you on this terrific Tuesday, the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. We have a great guest, great music lined up for you. Before we get things going with my guests, you know me. What I like to do is...
well, I suppose you want to give some...
I like to share some motivational words from The Queen Silvy Show to you. Time is the gift that most of us take for granted. You know, the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. Because when you give your time, you're giving a portion of your life that you'll never get back. I mean, hear me when I say time is a non-renewable resource. I mean, once it's gone, and you'll never see that moment again. So make good use of your time, cause it flies by fast. And believe me, time is precious. So waste it wisely, right? And those are some motivational words, baby. Yeah. From the Queen Silvy Show to you. I'm getting myself all geeked up. Yeah. As I present some shout outs to my deserving kings and queens all over the world. Like you, Kinsley Patino, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kenneth Brown.
Shout out to you.
To Helen Mars, Peace Mars, Corey and Casey Patino, and Joan Mercer.
Shout out to you.
You like my voice? Me too. Queen Aaliyah, Asia, Tay, Maya, Camille, and Dejour.
Shout out to you.
To my grandsons, including my great-grandson, DJ Omari, Jonathan Jr., and Tyron.
Shout out to you.
To Cynthia and LP. Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Brianna, Alana, and Precious.
Shout out to you.
Let me clear my throat for just a moment, please. Thanks. To Tracy and Matt and the All-American Girls.
Shout out to you.
Matt, okay. And to, I forgot you, Kelly and Ryan and the All-American Boys.
Shout out to you.
To Pamela Anderson, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, C. Shorty Franklin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, and Donna Ferry.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanema, Webster Rito, Hostile Flow, and Princess Ariel Lua.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in the United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Anderson, James and Audrey, Serious Edition, hey.
Shout out to you.
Edith Verhook, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobbs, Miguel Montebon, and my good friend, Joe Mass. Hey.
Shout out to you.
That's right. That's right. Hey, if you would love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, we would gladly do that 3 days a week, every Tuesday, with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday, with Tim's Tidbits, special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas, and every Thursday, with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. So, you know that you have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this super greatness. And while you do that, check out this resource. And when we get back, let's get it on with some great conversation and music from our guests right here on The Queen Silvy Show. The Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless.
All right.
Hey, we are back on this terrific Tuesday. I hope you are you have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get some of this super
Rosie
greatness
Bow is on the show.
we have in store for you. Absolutely. Captivating audiences worldwide using her life experiences while songwriting from the heart, vibing the combination of Americana, country, pop, blues, and rock. Huh. In one word, superstar. Sharing her journey and her newly released music video, I Got My Faith. Live from United Kingdom, I introduce to you Rosie Bow.
Hello.
Hi, Rosie.
Hey, how are you doing?
I am great. Thank you so much for taking the time being here on the Queen Silvy Show. Let's start out with you. I mean, who is Rosie Bow and what important things do you want people to know about you?
Ooh, well, I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been writing songs for probably about the last 10 years. And finally, I have given myself a kick up the butt and started to release them.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. You're great as a songwriter, so you probably have like a lot of songs that's already pre-written.
Yeah, I've got about 75, I think I counted last week.
Wow, that's a lot. Is it
Yeah.
true that, excuse me, is it true that you began singing back in 1997?
Yeah, about that time.
So
Yeah.
you are a superstar indeed with over 26 years experience. That's what's up. But what was it that was your first impactful exposure to music? What was it that clicked that bug in you?
Okay, so I mean, prior to that, because that like the 20 odd years, that was when I first had singing lessons. I first paid for singing lessons. But when I was at primary school, we were in like school choirs and stuff like that. And then I never did music when I went from year 7 onwards. I actually took up art and design instead. But I've always, all of my life, I've been exposed to music. And this is probably going to sound really silly, but I remember I have an experience from 2 years old. And I was in the kitchen with my nan, and my nan was washing up in the kitchen, and there was a little radio in the corner, and I was standing next to the radio or in front of the radio with a pencil as my microphone, and I didn't know what the words were, but I was just going blondie hot glass, right? So that's my first memory that I have, and I guess that's kind of impactful because I've not forgotten it. And as time's gone on, I guess from that, when I started having singing lessons, that then had an impact on me. And I started off learning classical and music theatre. Then I decided that's not really the route I wanted to go down. Then I wanted to be a pop star. And then eventually that wasn't the route I wanted to go down. Then I just stopped having lessons, and I stopped for a while. And then I went to uni 10 years ago. And studied a Bachelor of Arts in songwriting. So yeah, it's kind of gone on. I've had lots of impacts as time's gone on, but definitely, from when I was 2 years old, really.
That is so great. I can't sing. Well, I can sing, but only in the shower. So can you picture me in the shower holding a brush singing? That's the best it's going to go. But for you, what artist living serves as inspiration to you and your music?
I love artists that are raw with their lyrics and very impactful like that. So I'm literally inspired everywhere. There's not just one genre that I listen to. If we're talking old school, Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say that I kind of echo her or them with some of my music. And I mean, living, there's a few that are dead now, but living as well, like recent ones like Taylor Austin Die, and Jelly Roll. Like with Jelly Roll, you can just feel the pain in his songwriting, in his voice, and that sort of thing serves as an inspiration to me, because it's one thing to sing a song, but it's another thing to get a message across and really feel what you're singing.
Absolutely. So, making music in various genres like yourself is very cool. I mean, it shows your versatility as well as your passion for music. But now with you, how would you characterize yourself and describe your own development as an artist?
Oh, well, when I started writing, I thought I wanted to be a country artist, and then I changed my mind. I went from country to, where did I go from there? Rock, and then pop, and then rockabilly, and I've done a full circle now. I've gone back to country, and I do echo those other genres anyway. So, but every time I'm writing a new song, I feel like I'm developing anyway, whether I'm writing a new melody or I'm learning something new in production. I'm always developing. And even when I'm hearing new artists that are coming out, they always give you some sort of inspiration to continue and maybe do better than you've been doing before.
Right, right. Absolutely. But you know, songwriting is something, it comes easy to those who have that gift and is real passionate in it. Because I'm going to say, uh, you may not know, but a lot of people do know that I've been trying to learn from artists that's been on the show when they talk about songwriting. And I'm trying to write a song because I know a song is a story, right? But I can never turn the song off. It's like a book or it's like a movie now. It's too long and I have to cut it off. How do you know when to cut off a song?
I've had to cut my songs before. I've got a songwriting mentor, and if I'm stuck on a song, I'll send it through and go, "What do you think?" And sometimes he's like, "It needs to cut," and I'm like, "But I like all the verses." And he's like, "It needs to be carved," and he's like, "It's got to go. You've got to make a decision. The beginning, the first bit, or the second bit." I'm like, "But I don't want to." I don't know that he can't make me, but he's a really good songwriter, so I have to listen to him. And it's like, okay, so I guess I could just keep that and put it in another song. But yeah, it is hard. But sometimes I write songs and I'm like, oh, that's really short, but I feel like I've said everything I want to say. But you can always do a part 2.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
I have a question. We've had some songwriters, music writers on the show that has said they like to keep they say 3 main topics in their song. And
Okay.
because you lose people if you go beyond 3. That's what they believe. I mean, do you have like a set rule like that, or do you just kind of write down what's in your head and then we'll go from there?
I write down what's in my head, I guess, and then I go from there. But sometimes I hear melody first and then put words to it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I'm stronger with my lyrics. I'm a lyricist. I've always been great at writing poems, stories. Or even from like the age of 11, I was winning the story writing cup at school. You know, so
Right. Yeah,
always
you're
been
good. Do you think about or have you written songs for other artists?
I have done some co-writing. I've done co-writing for me, and I've done co-writing for a couple of other artists. One is called Annie Tishaw, but she hasn't released our song yet over here. She's like a pop artist.
Mm-hmm.
I went to uni with her. And I've also written with a guy called Hakeem, who's in a band called the Red Paper Cranes. But he's actually sang on one of my other songs because I have a multi-genre project as well. So whatever doesn't fit country, I've written an indie track, a dance track, and I get other people to like sing on them as well.
Very good.
But I love writing with other people. I would love to write for more people.
That's a skill in another business right there too. Songwriting for someone. I mean, you're very talented.
I want to ask about her literary skills. Now, are you into poetry too, or do you write poetry?
I used to write poetry. And when I was at school, we had to do an extended essay, and I did it on the works of Tennyson and Browning.
Very
Love
good.
poetry.
Very good. So now, as we are having a great conversation, where are you in United Kingdom?
I am in a place called Kent, which is below London. It's like southeast England.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Garden of England.
So what's the music scene like there?
I'm just getting into that. So I'm in a cover band, a cover duo called Rosie and Luke, because we couldn't think of calling it anything else but our names.
Right.
Kept it original.
Right. That's Rosie and Luke. Easy to remember too.
They're gonna know who we are, right? No one's gonna
Yes.
know us.
Yes.
So we sing in bars and we do covers. And yeah, I've been discovering what the Kent scene is like, and I'm starting to branch out a little bit more. Luke has been on the scene a lot more because he's in another band called the Paper Castles, and he runs jam nights, and so I've been going to those and starting to branch out a little bit more because I would always like I'm quite shy, or have been quite shy. So it's like, oh, I'll just go and sing my song and then I'll just go. And now I'm singing my own stuff, and it's actually bringing me out of my shell a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So Luke is the one who plays the guitars behind you.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
my
great.
guitarist.
Where's my audience? Give it up for Luke, because hey, it is important to have a team. It is important to work together and get together. You guys sound very good. He's good at what he's doing. If you can't see behind us, we have tons of guitars. We're music heads around here. Smooth and myself will take a bored moment and we will just pick up instruments and create and make music and sounds and things like that. And so music is so powerful. I mean, when you put the right words to the right music, oh, it's a legacy then that you perform. Now I know that you haven't been on tour. You haven't toured around to places, but if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
The Opry or the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. To start.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. So you've been to Nashville, have you?
I have. Yeah, I went to Tin Pan South. It's like a songwriters festival
Mm.
in 2016 when I was still at uni, and I was supposed to go back in 2020, but COVID happened, so it was like literally days before. Oh, and there was I think there was a tornado as well
Mm.
just before
Wow.
COVID. Nashville really suffered.
Wow. That was memorable.
Yeah. But when I was over there last time, I wrote with another really talented guy called Ty Chase, and during COVID, we wrote another song over FaceTime together.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like for me, music for me. And then we're going to write again when I go back over there.
That's cool. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people falling in love with you right as we speak, and they're just aching to hear your music. But you know, when your music is heard, and for the new people that is now coming aboard, becoming your fan, what would you want people to understand or take away from the music of Rosie Bow?
I write in the hope that people can feel what I'm writing. So I want everyone to have some sort of feeling, because that's what music's about. So I want it to be a feel good song, and I want them to feel good about it. Or I want to write a song and I want them to think, oh yeah, I can really relate to that, and not just, I want it to be catchy. I want people to be singing it afterwards, so many different I wants, I know.
No, but I understand.
I wanted to pump the brakes just for a second on the Nashville thing.
Yeah.
How were you accepted in Nashville? Did you enjoy the bars in Nashville? And obviously, you probably want to go back.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back. I'm going to try and go back to the next Tin Pan South, which I think is the end of March.
Mm.
And it was amazing. I don't know if you know about it or if you've been there, but it's a song festival. It's on for I want to say 4 or 5 days. And you get this itinerary, and in every bar there's 2 shows, and you can go and visit whoever you want to go and listen to them. So they just had some amazing people, and you just sit there and you just listen to what it's like an acoustic version of their songs and the story behind their song, and it's just so
great.
I just thought of something kind of funny. It's like she goes, yeah, we've been through Nashville I don't know how many times, and I think it's just like all roads lead through Nashville, don't they? Around
right.
the U.S.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
They do. You let me know when you're going to go and be there in Nashville. We're not too far away. I'd love to come to meet you. We do this with all our guests, no matter if they're coming in our neighborhood in so many states. We make it a point to support and also get our jam on. We're fans now. You can't get rid of us now. I'm sorry.
Stalkers, you're going to stalker.
No, I'm not a stalker. I'm not a stalker.
That would be awesome. I would love to try and see if I could sing out there as well, like maybe even if it's just open mic or something while I'm there.
Right. That would be great also.
Yeah.
So, this latest song that you just released is a very good song. Tell me, what was the inspiration behind the creation of I Got My Faith?
Okay, so this might sound a little bit pessimistic, but last year I read an article about how everyone in their life at some point thinks about how they would end their life if they were to go about it. Even if it's just a passing thought, everybody kind of has that. And there's a name for that, that many people don't know, and it's called passive suicidal ideation.
Wow.
And it's passive because you think about it, but you don't have a plan to do it. Right. So everybody thinks, oh, how would I, I'd throw myself off a cliff or I'd do that. And it's like, yeah, I'd never do it. And then you just carry on with your life.
Right.
So the whole topic of that brought me to writing I Got My Faith. And it's about, a lot of people think that it's about religion, the song, when they first hear the title. Mm-hmm. But it's actually not. It's about having the faith in yourself to know that you're going to get through another day if you're having a bad one.
Wow. Now you talk about a song that people can relate to. This is the song. It's a great song. I Got My Faith. Rosie Bow is the song. Check it out right here on the Queen Silvy Show.
It's the barrel of a gun, it's the noose that I've not hung, it's the pills that I ain't opened, and the stuff that I'm not smoking, it's the building I've not jumped off, it's the liquor I've not mixed up, it's the knife that I've not sharpened, cause I don't wanna feel disheartened. I got my faith, I got my faith, I got my faith. Wake up in the night, give myself another fright. Does the terrors come to haunt you, and they give me mental torture? Never know what I'll be feeling, but I'm staring at the ceiling, and the thoughts they are a-coming, and I can't stop them a-coming. I got my faith, I got my faith, I got my faith. Put away that 45, cause now's the time to be alive. I won't listen to those voices trying to make my other choices. I will know when it's my time, because I won't change my mind. Right now I don't want to burn on the path of no return. I got my faith, I got my faith, I got my faith.
I got my faith too. Let me just say, that is a very nice, classy, and sexy girl. That is sexy. Listen, when you were sitting on the steps with your legs open and then the dress just down right there, I know that was hot. And the stockings is just up so far. Like, I got my faith, I got my confidence and everything. And you sitting in the middle of the bed. I mean, those are some great, beautiful shots right there. I mean, what do you think when you watch this after doing it?
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, that shot on the stairs, you have no idea how many men have said that same thing to me.
Right.
Like, I'm covered up to the neck.
Yes, but just it's that little bit that you
pose.
Yeah, sex sells everything. They can pick sex and sell a can of pop or a candy bar, so why not work it and sell them records, baby?
I have a question for you, Rosie. Now that you've reintroduced yourself into the music scene, What is your plan of attack or your vision now?
Oh, so I mean,
Good question.
long term, I would be happy just writing for other people or getting my music on film and TV. Um, like for Netflix shows and stuff like that. But in order to do that, I need to release more songs, and I need to get a band together really to perform so people know who I am, and then they will go, oh, actually, we would like to write with her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's
So,
a plan, right?
it's a plan. So yeah, I'm thinking I need a band, and I would like to maybe do some festivals next year over here, like C2C, the Long Road, the Black Deer.
You got to have exposure. Exposure's all of it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you work in social media, right?
Yeah, I'm working social media. I've been, getting press packs out to all the radio stations, and just getting myself out there more.
Well,
really,
we are honored to finally meet you, to have you aboard the show.
Help you on your journey.
Absolutely. In fact, the next song, when you have something that you want to share, hit me up. We will gladly put it out there. Well, without a doubt. I mean, what you have a songwriting degree, right? You have a passion for songwriting, but what is it that you love about songwriting?
Oh, the fact that I can literally write about anything. I can write about myself or something I've heard or seen. I can write something cathartic to get it off my chest, which is it's almost like therapy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true.
And that's what I love about it. And I always say something along the lines of, if you know a songwriter or a writer or someone in the arts, be prepared for them to use you as a muse at some point.
Right?
Well, quickly, have you ever wrote a song, Rosie, that you wrote down? You say, this isn't for me, but I could see somebody else singing this.
Yeah, I have. I've written a few like that, or I've written a few like, oh, this isn't my genre, and that's why I've written my multi-genre. That's why I've then put it on a pile for my multi-genre. If I don't know anyone that would want it right now, I'm like, oh, this sounds a bit more dancey than or this sounds like it should have a male vocal on it, which is why then I've pulled in my friends and I'm like, I want to record this, but I want your voice on it instead. And but yeah, no one yet that I'll write a song and I'll be like, oh, this sounds like it would be for someone specific.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, of the music that you write and of the 75 or 100, however many songs you have written, is there one that just depletes you? This is have you written a song that's just about that you? If you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've written a few. Yeah, I've written a few. Like as in how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess it depicts you. We've had a couple of artists that they say, if you want to know who I am, listen to this song.
I mean, I would say I Got My Faith is fits that criteria, which is why out of all the songs I've written for 10 years, and I wrote that last year, I'm like, this is the one that's gonna define me.
Got it.
Good.
Absolutely. It's a great song
and I've got
too.
A few others I've got a few others like that as well.
Absolutely.
Which are quite, which open up my soul, I guess, that will come out eventually.
So now we know that you are exceptional at songwriting. You are a brilliant singer, beautiful voice, has it going on. But what else are you passionate about besides music and songwriting? What other things keep Rosie busy?
Oh, I have a normal job as well. I'm an executive assistant.
Okay.
It's not that exciting.
That was great.
Yeah, so I have that, and and then what with that, and then the music, and I like to just do creative writing as well. I'd like to do some short stories, maybe, eventually. And then I just like simple things. Like sometimes I just like sitting at home in silence.
Right.
Yeah, or just going out for a nice meal with friends, because when you don't have a lot of time, the time that you do have is quite precious, and you want to do something memorable with that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
That's right. Well, I was previously speaking about time, how precious it is. And, when you give someone your time, you're giving a piece of you because you
Yeah,
can't go back and do it again. You can't get that
yeah.
time back. So, shout out to you. Shout out to your friends and what you're doing. I am so honored and proud to meet you and share this conversation with our global audience. I know that if you could go outside the box, outside of the norm, and do something that you've never done before, what would that be?
Music wise, you mean?
Anything wise. Like if you ever wanted to go bungee jumping.
Oh, okay. I like to keep my feet firmly on the ground. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Like, is there something that you want to do that you've never done before?
Skydiving, perhaps. Who knows?
I'm not a fan of heights. Yeah, I like to keep my feet firmly on the ground. Yeah, that is a tricky one. Mm, I mean, music wise, it's not something that I've never done before,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously I'd like to spend more time in Nashville. Music wise, I'd like to have a rapper on some of my songs.
Oh, okay.
To think outside of the box with that, but in my private life, I don't know.
That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Um, so maybe travel a little more because a few of my friends now are scattered over the globe, so maybe spend some time and go see them and that kind of thing. But unfortunately, nothing exciting like bungee jumping and skydiving.
That's funny. That was a smooth suggestion because bungee jumping isn't in my thing either. I mean, I'll have to just video him doing something like that, but no. But now, before we go out with the showcase of another great song from you, do you have any words of wisdom or any do's and don'ts for someone who aspire towards a similar path like you, or any advice for someone like me who's longing to become a good songwriter?
Write every day if you can, because it's like muscle memory. If you stop, it's hard to get back into it. I've learned that the hard way. I had a lot of time in between and it was difficult to get back into. And if you can't write, like if you get writer's block, then you've just got to try and write a different way, whether that's with somebody else, whether it's from taking a different approach, whether
Oh,
it's
she have it.
writing and not being able to write, it's my pet peeve when people say that to me because it doesn't work for me. But try and write on another instrument or anything, but just keep writing. Even if you write something that isn't great quality and you think that needs to go in the trash, at least you've written something.
Right. That's
Yeah.
how I am, and it's going on and on and on. But part one, part two, just like you said, is this? It's kind of like what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
100%. It
Yeah.
works because, for instance, Metallica, they've done The Unforgiven Part 1, Part 2, Part 3 over the years.
Maybe it's because I listen to Queen a lot. And I'm like, they got a song that's like long. And I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. But I wouldn't sell records like them.
Well,
But
you could always make a musical and then the song continues all the way through the musical.
you're absolutely correct, Rosie. Thank you. But, tell everyone where they can go to. Do you have music out available for purchase?
It's all on streaming.
Do you have
Streaming platform.
merchandise?
Yeah, so if you go to any streaming platform, look up Rosie Bow, or if you want to look for my multi-genre stuff, that's Rose Pip, that's all one word. Then you should be able to find me. And for socials, at Rosie Bow Music, I'm on every social media platform pretty much at Rosie Bow Music.
That's what's up. Secret is the name of the song that we're going to go out with. Tell me about that.
You want to know what it's about?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is just a rehearsal recording as well. It's not like a finished recording, but Secret is about, and I think everybody has been there, every woman has been there. It is about spending time with a guy who says they don't want a relationship. And most women end up saying, okay, that's fine. But as time goes on, the woman's still wants a relationship and the man still doesn't. And it's basically about wasting your time with someone in the hope that they're going to change their mind.
You are right. A lot of women and men can relate to that one. And boy, would I love to see a music video on that. After seeing I Got My Faith music video, oh, I know you could put a very good one on. Are you thinking of doing a video for Secret?
I probably will, because it will be the second release.
Cool.
Yeah, I've had in my head like, oh, how am I going to do this one? Because I'm already on a bed and I've got my faith. Like, surely I can't do any more bed scenes.
Right. Hey, whatever you do is going to come out brilliant. I'm absolutely sure. Before we play this, is there anything that you want to add? Any upcoming performances or something that you want to say that I perhaps did not ask you?
No, I think we've covered everything. Yeah, I would love to see you guys in Nashville though. Whenever.
Really, let me know when that is. March is a good month for me. That's my birthday month. Anyway. So
we'll make sure one of our other friends has a room for us.
Yeah, we know a lot of people in Nashville, so I'll just say, hey, I'm coming to Nashville, and they'll put us up. So
fantastic.
that's cool with that. All right, listen, I appreciate you being on the show. This was a great conversation. I adore you. We are now fans of you. As I said before, keep me posted on anything that you're doing, and we will gladly share that out. I Got My Faith is the latest tune. It's a great tune. Secret is following right behind it. People, look for the video that'll come out very soon. In the meantime, I want you to sit back and enjoy Rosie Bow and Secret.
When daylight comes, you cover up
That was sensational.
Very good.
Yes, she is very good, very talented, doing some great things. Hey, spread the word, and you yourself go and follow Rosie Bow. She is the one representing Kent, United Kingdom, and we are honored to have her on the show. That was a great song. I Got My Faith is a hot song, sexy video, great meaning to the song. We advise you to go and check it out again and again and again till you learn the words and you are singing it right along with us. I say us because we're working on it. I'm working on them words.
Getting there.
So I do want to thank you and you for taking the time being here on this terrific Tuesday, enjoying the greatness that we aim to bring to you. Tune in tomorrow. Why? Because it's Smooth Tim and Tim's Tidbits with special co-host Larry E. out of Dallas, Texas, bringing it on to you. That is in the evenings, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anything you want to say?
Oh, we're just going to be talking about the world around us and what's going on. We'll talk about, one thing, we're going to talk about the casinos that got hacked and some of your information that's out there now. And we're going to be talking about turf wars a bit. What's turf wars?
We got to tune in to find out. As well as who's the asshole of the week. Yeah, baby. You're not going to tell that you must tune in for. So spread the word. Tune in tomorrow for Tim's Tidbits, and then join us again on Thursday for the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, where we have exceptional kings and queens from all over the world presenting inspirational, motivating, encouraging, musical, Christian. We have a whole
gambit of, it's ridiculous. A potpourri of entertainment.
Potpourri of entertainment. Smooth said it best as he always does. That also is in the evening, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, do check your time zones, but do join us for the super greatness that is all in store.
We could call it a smorgasbord of entertainment, then he could just feast on whatever part.
And then they're just going to make me hungry, and I'm going to go eat. Okay, smorgasbord.
I have to say smorgasbord.
Nevertheless, Smooth, tell everyone how we can be followed.
Simply Google us, Queen, and then The Queen Silvy Show, and follow us on your favorite platform. We would prefer you to go to our YouTube page where you can subscribe, and simply in the YouTube search engine, The Queen Silvy Show. If you just type in The Queen Silvy Show anywhere, you're going to find us. We are worldwide, Googleable, here for you, always aiming to bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. You know it's Tuesday. You know I'm fasting. You know I've just had my cup of tea, and right now I'm ready to go. Ready to eat my arm.
Ready to go and smash like Porky Pig right now. That's
I
what
had
I'm
to
about
say
to
smorgasbord.
because you know I'm hungry. All right, with that said.
Till next week. Same Queen time.
That's
same
right.
Queen station people. Voila. Bye.